It's me, KJ. My flight was late.
Yeah, dude.
Guys, today we're here, special Tech Tip Tuesday. We have Spencer Cole.
What's up, guys?
Bill Ryan. Today we've had a lot of questions, Spencer, on your bike check. We had a lot of people asking what it weighed, which wasn't a lot. You're a skinny guy, your bike weighs a little.
All right, come on.
I think it's okay.
I'm working on it, guys.
Got the guns going, okay, but got the waist reduced, so you're what? Complete 12 pounds is what the bike is. But the biggest question I think everybody was asking was the idler. Everybody is always asking about the idler, which, hey, it's me, KJ. My flight was late. So KJ will be in here for some later videos.
Sweet.
But everybody's been asking about the idlers. We all know the recommended idler that we run is the Pro Team Issue with the guide.
Right.
Spring loaded with the guide. That's what we recommend. We do have the one with the wheel. Part of the reason that we've always recommended these, it's a nice heavier duty 70-75. You've got the spring. With the spring, it takes up any kind of inaccuracy with the roundness on the chain ring. Makes it to where it just floats really nice.
Right, with a lot of pressure and torque coming down from the chain. You want something that's very stable, gonna help you get out of the gate good.
Exactly. And this, it'll take up whatever chain tension, whatever. Yours though, HinkDog, down at the USA BMX Training Center, while you were down there getting in all that training, getting ready for Worlds, said, hey, I've got something for you.
Right.
It's got a wheel.
He does.
Now, it's a combination. It's a guide,
A little custom made action.
but it's a wheel.
Yes.
So it's a little bit different.
A little mix of both, almost.
So how do you like that?
It's been a lot, I would say, new for me. I had ran both, and I really liked both. I was usually sticking to the guide, which
Right.
I liked a lot. But it was, it's always good to try new things, new options, see what's going to work good, what doesn't,
Of course.
And we tried the wheel out right before the Worlds in Glasgow, and it didn't give me any issues. And so far it's been easy to work on. It's nice flow for the chain. I've realized I can have a nice fast-paced rollback and everything. And
Right.
even when I'm spinning around the track, it runs very smooth, but as does the guide as well. So it's good to have options, If,
Yes.
one thing doesn't work for you, maybe you want to try something new just to, have options. On my second build at home, I run the guide.
Right?
On my race builder now, I run the wheel. So we're going to check that out, see what's different about it, and show you guys the options that you have to work with on your Vision F1.
Awesome, guys. So this is going to be an inside pro tip. Spencer Cole, this is going to be what got him into his first pro main and going to get him into some more pro mains. So guys, check it out.
All right, guys, so right now we're going to be taking a look at, what would you call it, the derailleur, the idler?
The idler. We don't call it a derailleur because it doesn't change gears.
Okay.
So what this does is it just takes up your chain tension for the way that you have the fixed axle position. Because the way that these Vision frames and the RSX frames are designed is it's set up to where it is designed to be used with a disc brake system.
Okay.
And for it to be used with a disc brake system, you need to have a fixed axle position.
Yeah, and then you guys produce a flip chip where you can have any position that the rider wants. You guys have a lot of different options for the younger riders. For me, I ride the 8-meter a lot, so I like a longer back end. So for me, I have mine shifted all the way back. But
exactly.
Different options.
And that's where on our frames, there's a couple frames on the market that just have one fixed axle, and we do have the multiple fixed axle position. But by doing that, for people to have a gear change, you do need to have an idler, and that idler takes up the chain slack. Now, typically, as we spoke about earlier, it is just a guide. Now, some people have asked for a wheel. Now, as we talked about at the US Training Center, HinkDog built this custom
Shout out HinkDog, thank you.
where it's a guide that's a wheel. Now, by doing this, you do increase a little bit of the friction because you do have a wheel that's an extra bearing and you do have to have an extra guideline to have this wheel. But by having this guide where it's a wide Delrin bushing, which is based off of our guide system, but you do have it as a wheel, now you've got that rotating mass, but you have it as a guide, so you do have a little bit more leeway, so that way you don't have to really be 100% on your chain line. To where we always tell everybody, hey, your chain line should either be a 42.5 for a traditional frame, 45 for the new Visions, and if you're on a 45 chain line, you need to make sure your rear hub is at 45, your cranks are at 45, well, then your guide wheel would need to be at a 45 as well.
Line up altogether.
A lot of people don't have the experience to be able to do that. By having a guide wheel rather than a toothed wheel that a lot of people run, now you've got a little bit extra leeway. You've got an extra 1.5 millimeters on each side. So how have you been liking this assist?
It's been very easy to work on, but I believe as is the guide. I've never actually tried the wheel that you guys make yet. On my other Vision F1M, I do have the guide,
right?
And I feel like they're almost the same. Sometimes this will spin a little better, but also like I've been testing different gearing, different chains. A lot more just goes into it than just the idler itself.
Yeah.
Idler.
Idler.
I'm gonna struggle with that, guys.
Idler, Jidler, Guidler.
But either way, I mean, just the what would you guys call this part right here?
The idler arm?
The idler arm. Okay, so you guys give us a lot of room to where right now I'm on a 4918. I kind of switch between some different things, and it gives me a lot of space to, how I want my chains. Some people like it looser, some people have it tighter.
Yep.
Also, I've realized I can run my chains a little bit looser with this as well, whether it be the guide or the wheel, because it has a less chance of falling off.
Exactly.
Which is a good, security in the back of your mind, knowing, okay, I trust what I'm riding, I know this won't fall off or mess up on me. That's been really reassuring in the back of my mind when I'm riding these setups.
Well, and you want that reassurance, and that's part of where the guide, where it has that lip that comes down so it covers the side of the chain.
Right.
I know we've had a couple people who've asked for just that guide piece because they've ran their chain at an angle, but by running their chain at an angle, they've actually cut into the guide a little bit, but that guide has actually kept them from losing the chain and from actually flipping over on their bike, regardless of having bad bike setup.
Time out is right here on the center here. Is that in the end frame? Has that little lip on each side of it right here, so that way it stays on, not falling off. Just good safety in the back of my mind.
Exactly.
For me, at least.
Perfect. Well, I can't wait to see you running this weekend.
Thank you, Mr. Bill.
Getting a couple more pro mains,
That's
having
the
a
goal.
little bit of fun.
Yeah, that's like you said. Having fun, seeing all the kiddos out there. It's cool to be on the West Coast. You see, a lot of Supercross out here, and I love, every chance I get to be out here on the track, having the jersey on my back, and just seeing a new crowd of people and all the smiling faces at the races. So it'll be fun. I'm gonna do my best to represent you guys, and as always, just have fun. We're gonna kick some ass.
Awesome. Well, guys, hope you learned a little bit of a pro tip secret on Spencer's bike. We know that it's really skinny for him. KJ's not here. KJ, where are you?
KJ dead bod.
Yeah. Guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you at the track. Go ride!
See you guys soon.